Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm going to talk about the abilities awakening patch 19. So the first character is Duke. Duke's first ability awakening is Spear Mastery. So it gives him 100% attack boost when equipped with Spear. This is very good because if you take a look on Duke attack stats, he already has 30% attack boost, and that means with this awakening he has 130%, and yes, that's pretty high for 6-star characters. The next awakening is Hexatras. So it deals 5 times damage, so I think it's nothing special, okay? But yeah, it imperils 75% ice resist, which is quite good. So I don't have any complaint about this ability except for 2 things. Okay, first is this one. This is very strange frame delay. Okay, so this means only another Duke who can chain with Duke. So that means he is useless on 10-man battles. And the next is, yeah, this cost, okay, 1 million. It is so expensive for a character who only able to chain with himself. So really guys, it is not bad or something, but simply ask yourself, are you even gonna use Duke? Okay, because yeah, he cannot chain with anyone else, so it is just a waste if you upgrade this and you don't use him. Okay, and the next thing is Super Heavenfall Spear. This one is actually quite nice but pretty niche. This will give you 200% dragon killer, and like you know, he already has yeah, this one 100% innate extra damage against dragon. That means he reached 300% in the battle. That means he can deal insane damage to the dragon type enemy. But the problem is, yeah, I think the hardest dragon type enemy right now is two-headed dragon, and you can chase him. So I don't think Duke is that necessary. Maybe on the future, but if you talk about the future, then I believe Duke 7 stars form gonna be available on the next month. And if you take a look on here, on 7 stars, he gets this kind of ability. Okay, another 200% damage against dragon. So that means it's kind of a waste if you awaken this. Okay, simply wait until he becomes 7 stars if you have 2 Duke instead of awaken that. But again, the info on this Excuse DB may be wrong. I don't play Japan version. Okay, but and the last awakening, this will give him another, not another, okay, but spirit. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, this will give him 20% spirit and 5% MP regen, because he doesn't have that MP regen on the first place. So this one is actually an ability that he should have in the beginning, but you need to spend this 250,000. Pretty crappy in my opinion. And yeah, you only get MP and on the +2 upgrade. This, okay, this one is pretty useless in my opinion. First, the boost is pretty low, only 50%, and this only work against dragons. If you fight against dragons, then simply use your Super Heavenfall Spear on 6 stars form instead of this, because I believe you cannot override this. So overall, I think Duke's Awakening is kinda useless. Okay, first, almost no one used him. Okay, so why do you need to bother? His 7 stars form maybe fix some of weakness, but let's just talk about that later. In my eyes, it is not worth to awaken him, but it is all up to you. After all, it is your crest and guild. Now let's move to the next character, Lorraine. So Lorraine is, I believe you already know that she is rated 99 on Ultima, and I believe she is placed on the top of the list That means she is one of the best character on the Japan version, and that's because she able to break and deal damage to the enemies at the same time. And after this awakening, I can see why she is rated that high. First, her armor eraser and arms eraser can be upgraded into +2, and like you can see here, this is insanely cheap. Okay, only 60,000. I know you may say that it only increased 5%. Remember that 5% can make a big difference for your AoE tank. So I think once again Gumi or Olim kind of fuck up on this one, okay, because this ability awakening really cheap, while other kind of sometimes the useless one become very expensive. So yeah, if you use Lorraine, make sure you upgrade this. This is useful if you fight a lot of enemies, for example Antenola or something like that. Okay, next one is but also insane, because it breaks all stats by 50% for 5 turns. And yeah, like you can see, 750,000 Gale, quite expensive, but not the most expensive ability you can upgrade. And judging from the effect, it is quite fair in my opinion, because yeah, 50% is quite huge and 5 turns is long, so you don't need to recast this often. Okay, so make sure you upgrade this. But yeah, I agree that right now 6 stars Lorraine maybe kinda become a burden, okay, because her attacking skills cannot change with anyone at this moment, okay, but I believe that will change on her 7 stars form. So awaken this breaker abilities of her are not waste of your resources. Okay, and yeah, the last ability awakening is for passive. Okay, so it increases her health and MP and another 60% attack. Okay, very good. Let's check how many attack he has now. 50% when equipped sword. And this one, wait, let's check. Attack and spirit. Okay, another 110% attack boost. Okay, so not bad. Maybe she loses compared to Duke, but remember, she has innate dual wield, which is much useful than Duke's initial passive. So yeah, I think she is the best character to be awakened on this banner. I mean on this batch. Okay, if you have limited resources, make sure you focus on Lorraine, because yeah, I have said this, Lorraine is considered one of the best character on the Japan version, because yeah, 99 she was only obtainable via X tickets on Japan. So some of you may say Gumi is kinda stingy, but again, they also kinda generous because they allow us to get X units using normal min. Okay, and yeah, they are really powerful in my opinion, unless they nerf Lorraine 7 stars form on the global. Okay, but yeah, judging from Japan version, she is pretty powerful and you should invest on her. Now the last 5 stars based on this batch. Okay, Roy. First of all, let me tell you that I'm not a fan of Bard buffer. Okay, I think they are not flexible, and if some of your characters died, you need to wait until they can recast their song to give them buff. Okay, so yeah, if you like Bard buffer, I have nothing against you, but let me tell you that I don't like them. So you maybe understand maybe when I bad mood Roy right now. So the first upgrade, Fool's Ballad. This, I think, yeah, this does nothing to Fool's Ballad, but this will upgrade your last song on Roy. Okay, let's take a look on it. Okay, so on the +2, it will increase your attack defense magic spirit by 130%, and yes, that's amazing. Okay, because let's say Maritime Microsoft Nicole, okay, Maritime Strategist Nicole, buff for all stats so full stance only buff 105%. So yeah, on the market, Roy has the highest buff, okay, for non-LB category. And not only that, he also break 50% all stats for all enemies. And yes, that's amazing. 50% is a lot. Okay, and another health and MP regen. So basically, I think he is super Ramza and better than Ramza when he can reach this maximum. Okay, maximum song. You can always cast this. Okay, but yeah, make sure your Roy always able to sing. So very good. But the problem is, like I said, not on the Roy but on the Bard itself, because Bard need to keep singing. This is really dangerous, especially for 10-man battles where make you that you cannot switch the character. So yeah, in my opinion, yeah, simply just use Maritime Strategist Nicole or get him. But if what you get is Roy, then what can you do? Simply use him to the fullest. I don't say he's bad, okay? But if you have Microsoft Nicole, then use Microsoft Nicole instead of him. And the next ability awakening, Life's Refrain. I don't think you need this because you will rarely use this in the battle. Because let's be honest, if you use this, who's gonna buff your attack and other stats? No one, right? So you want to keep using this. After all, your victories Brave +2 also recover your health and MP. So no need to awaken this one. The cost is also quite expensive and require you pure Chris, okay, healing pure Chris. And the last ability awakening is his passive. It increases his survivability, defense and spirit by 20%. I don't think that matter much, okay, because yeah, spirit may be quite important because it will increase his health and MP regen amount, but other than that, pretty ordinary. And he also get confused to make sure you always able to sing. But again, he doesn't have paralyzed and petrify resist, so in the end you still need to gear him with ribbon or something like that. So those are all the 5 stars based ability awakening. The best is of course Lauren, the second is Roy, but I don't really recommend you to awaken Roy if you have Microsoft Nicole or Seaside Nicole. But yeah, it's up to you. He is not bad. It is just I'm kinda allergic to Bard buffer because yeah, I have explained it multiple times. I cannot switch on 10-man battles. Okay, and let's move to the 4 stars base ability awakening. So the first 4 stars base character is Goken. So to be honest here, I never used him in the game, okay, because yeah, I think he's kind of average and I don't think his awakening will make him better, okay. Hey, sure, his awakening gonna make him better, but it won't make him to be worth use on this 7 stars age, okay, because he is only maxed at 6 stars. And like you can see here, another 20%, and yeah, I don't think you need to awaken him, okay. Simply leave him in the exploration squad. Simply leave him, okay. The next character, Misty. Oh yeah, I think if you only can awaken one 4 stars base character on this batch, then Misty should become your priority. Because let's say you don't have Awaken Rain or Cho. Basically, if you don't have 5 stars base AoE magic tank, then Misty is your best friend on this game. Because yeah, she's really versatile. First, stop and all elements resist buff. That's really important on this game, okay. And yeah, The first ability awakening is 3 Tilia Wall. On +2, it becomes really good. Okay, 75%. So you have less chance to be fucked up on hard trial. Okay, because sometimes 50%, if you are unlucky, then she won't protect your party and tada, you're dead. But with this, it can happen. Okay, the failure still can happen, but the chance is getting smaller. Also, she get mitigation upgrade, so up to 70%, so pretty good for her survivability. Make sure you awaken this if you don't have Awakened Rain or Cho. Okay, she will become your AoE magic tank for a long time. Next is the Spirit increase, only 30% because the base number is let's see, 30%. So right now she has 60% Spirit, not big improvement but still nice. The auto heal also quite nice because she is a magical tank and you should build her Spirit, so maybe it can recover you about 1000 health per turn. Quite useful. Okay, and the upgrade cost is not that expensive. And finally, the last is this magic barrier. I don't think you should awaken this one because you almost always use this 3 Tilia Wall. Okay, but it's cheap, so yeah, if you want you can upgrade it. But from what I know, okay, this skill can trigger bad thing happen to your party, because from what I know, on one turn only one type of cover can be active. So let's say if you use an AoE physical tank to protect your character and Misty protect one of your ally from magic attack, from what I know, your AoE protection won't be triggered because she already used this on your party. Okay, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe they have changed the mechanic, but that's what happened on the past from my experience. In that case, this become nerf for her instead of buff. Okay, but yeah, still you don't need this because you will always this. Okay, but just in case this skill doesn't interrupt your AoE physical protection, then yeah, of course you should upgrade this. Okay, next one is Silvia. Silvia awakening is become quite good too. Okay, it deals 8 times hybrid damage now, so 8 times is quite high because if you take a look on Kunshira 6 stars form, her hybrid attack deal about 5.5 or something like that. So yeah, as a 4 stars base character, it is amazing to have this high multiplier. Okay, but it's all up to you. Ask yourself, are you gonna use Silvia or not? But yeah, I can say she's powerful as 4 stars base hybrid attackers. And with this Blast Spellblade, she gonna has insane 80% attack and magic boost. So combined with this, that means 100% attack, 100% magic, and that's quite big for 4 stars base character. So yeah, I believe she is one of the best 4 stars based on this batch. Okay, so first is Misty, the second is Silvia. After that, I don't think you need to bother with the rest. Okay, Heltic is pathetic. Okay, she is 3 stars base, and for 3 stars base it is quite good, but again I don't see anything special from his skill. Okay, so this soul drive, it can deal 8.4 times damage, good, but nothing special. Okay, simply ignore him. If you need non 7 stars mage, I think Lexa and William or Summertime Luca are the best for those roles. Okay, so you don't need to bother with Heltic, especially if you take a look on the ability awakening costs. Okay, 750,000, are they insane? Okay, useless, don't bother with Heltic. Okay, the last is Arica. Again, another insane upgrade. See this, 1 million. Are you drunk? Huh? You want me to spend 1 million on 3 stars base hero, which is niche? Okay, ask yourself, it is not worth. She is a counter attacker, but without without 100% physical dodge, I don't think she can do the job. Okay, so simply ignore her. So I think that's all you need to know about this batch 19 of Abilities Awakening. Thank you very much for watching. Press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave XPS guide. Bye bye guys.